Music world, R&B legend D'Angelo has passed. His family saying that he died after a battle with pancreatic cancer and that the shining star of our family has dimmed his light for us in this life. We are saddened that he can only leave dear memories with his family, but we are eternally grateful for the legacy of extraordinarily moving music he leaves behind.
I did my own background music. I did my own background vocals. I was like, no, I'm not doing no Luther Vandross or nothing. I'm gonna do some up-tempo, whatever. I want first place.
Me and my fave, you guys are, no way you're finding out on my live that D'Angelo passed away. Jesus Christ.
In the history of R&B, there are moments that change everything. Moments when an artist doesn't just make music, they reshape the sound of a generation. But what happens when that same artist disappears? What happens when the world's brightest star goes dark for 14 years? Today, we're telling the story of Michael Eugene Archer. The world knew him as D'Angelo. And his journey? It's one of genius, sacrifice, and the cost of visibility. Let's get into it. Richmond, Virginia. February 11, 1974. A preacher's kid in a Pentecostal household. That's where it started. See, Michael learned early that music wasn't just entertainment. It was ministry. The choir was just as powerful as the sermon. His father understood that. He passed it down. In that church, in that environment, Michael discovered something most people spend their entire lives searching for: purpose. But purpose and ambition, they don't always align. In 1990, an Apollo Theater amateur night, the same stage where Ella Fitzgerald once stood, where James Brown made history, where legends were born or broken in a single night.
I did my own background music. I did my own background vocals. I was like, no, I'm not doing no Luther Vandross or nothing. I'm gonna do some up-tempo. Whatever. I want first place.
At 16 years old, Michael Archer walked onto that stage. He sang Johnny Gill's "Rub You the Right Way," and he won. That wasn't just a victory. That was a prophecy. That night changed everything. He didn't know it yet, but his life had just been rewritten. But you can't chase two dreams at once. At 18, Michael made a choice that would haunt and define him forever. He left Richmond. He left the church. He left his father's world behind and headed to New York City with nothing but a voice and a vision. In 1994, he was still finding himself, still unknown, still hungry. He co-wrote a track for the Jason's Lyric soundtrack, a song called "You Will Know." It didn't make him famous, but it reached the top 10 on the R&B charts. And more importantly, he had a new name now. He was no longer the preacher's kid from Richmond. He was D'Angelo. At 21 years old, something shifted. D'Angelo released Brown Sugar, his debut.
Maybe I should. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brown Sugar.
His declaration, critics didn't know what to call it. Neo-soul, soul jazz hop fusion. It didn't matter. What mattered was that he played almost everything on that album himself. Keys, drums, bass, guitar. The man was a one-man orchestra. People compared him to the gods. Marvin Gaye, Prince, Stevie Wonder.
Good God Almighty, good God Almighty. Everybody say good Lord. What good?
The album went platinum. The world was listening. And around this time, D'Angelo became a father. He and Angie Stone had a son. They kept it private, protected it, but it was real. Life was changing. Then came the wait. 5 years in the studio, perfecting, obsessing, creating what would become voodoo. He collaborated with Questlove, Pino Palladino, Jay Dilla, DJ Premier, the greatest minds in music, all in service of one man's vision. Darker than Brown Sugar, more experimental, more raw. When Voodoo dropped in 2000, it debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200. It was a masterpiece. Critics agreed, Grammys agreed, the world agreed. D'Angelo was untouchable, or so it seemed. Then came the video, untitled, How Does It Feel? Directed by Paul Hunter and Dominique Trenier. The concept was simple but intimate. D'Angelo singing directly to the camera, one-on-one with you, vulnerable, raw, and yes, nude. When it premiered on BET and MTV, the world stopped. Women became obsessed. Men envied him. He became a overnight. The video went viral before the internet knew what viral meant. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Dominique Trenier, one of the directors, would later say the video misrepresented his vision. He said people remembered D'Angelo as the naked dude, not the musician. The song won a Grammy. The album won a Grammy.
I want to thank D'Angelo for believing in the power of orchestral music to surround an R&B song. It was wonderful to work on this project. Thank you very much, D'Angelo. We love you.
But the image overshadowed the art. And D'Angelo, he felt that weight differently than the world did. After Voodoo, something broke. The objectification became too much. The fame became too heavy. D'Angelo started gaining weight. I started drinking, started withdrawing from a world that only wanted to see his body, not hear his soul. In 2005, a car accident in Richmond, a DUI, rumors of depression, whispers of substance abuse, and then silence, 14 years. 14 years of nothing, few performances, total withdrawal from the public eye. The man who had changed R&B was gone. Fans wondered if he'd ever return. Critics questioned if that genius was still alive, but D'Angelo wasn't dead. He was healing, privately, working on new music, waiting for the right moment.
My intention is to make art and to, I don't know, let the spirits, whatever's guiding me, let that, I just want to be a conduit of that, you know.
On December 15th, 2014, at 40 years old, D'Angelo returned. Black Messiah, a surprise album, recorded with the Vanguard. 14 years of work condensed into one statement. The songs were politically charged. Really loved. And The Charade. They showed an artist who had evolved, who had thought about the world, who still had something to say. The Grammys recognized it.
The Grammy goes to Really Love, D'Angelo and Kendra Foster.
Critics celebrated it. The world realized he was never gone. He was always creating. D'Angelo had pulled off the impossible, the comeback. The return of the king. But life was still fighting him while he toured, while he performed, while he gave us Black Messiah. D'Angelo was secretly battling cancer. Day after day, show after show, internally breaking. And then in March 2025, the unthinkable happened. Angie Stone, the mother of his child, his partner, his history, died in a traffic accident in Mobile, Alabama.
Nominated singer-songwriter Angie Stone has died in a car accident in Montgomery County.
7 months later, in October 2025, D'Angelo lost his battle with cancer. He was 51 years old.
From the music world, R&B legend D'Angelo has passed. His family saying that he died after a battle with pancreatic cancer and that the shining star of our family has dimmed his light for us in this life. We are saddened that he can only leave dear memories with his family, but we are eternally grateful for the legacy of extraordinarily moving music he leaves behind.
Michael Archer too, and Imani lost both parents in less than a year. When his son Michael spoke to the world, his words were heavy with grief and strength. He thanked everyone for the tributes. He acknowledged how rough and sad this year had been, and he said something powerful. Both of his parents taught him to be strong, and he intended to honor that. His sister Imani posted a photo on Instagram, D'Angelo playing guitar. 3 mended heart emojis. Even in death, they were trying to hold it together. Here's what the record label said: a peerless visionary blending soul, funk, gospel, R&B, jazz, and hip-hop. 3 masterpiece albums: Brown Sugar, Voodoo, Black Messiah, One Apollo at 16, changed R&B forever at 21, created an iconic video at 26, disappeared at 31, I Came Back at 40, lost Angie at 51, died months later. The Rai, world wanted instant gratification, immediate hits, constant content. But D'Angelo, he showed us something different. He showed us that real art takes time. That genius isn't rushed. Fans waited 14 years. And when he came back, he delivered Michael Eugene Archer. D'Angelo, he wasn't supposed to make it out of Richmond, but he did. He transcended. He suffered. He healed. He returned. His voice changed music forever. His video changed culture. His disappearance taught us patience. His comeback reminded us that genius never dies. It just waits. Rest in peace to a legend, a visionary, a man who loved his craft more than anything else. The world is dimmer now, but his music, that will shine forever.
Maybe I should. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brian. Good God Almighty, good God Almighty. Everybody say good Lord. What good Lord?
I want to thank D'Angelo for believing in the power of orchestral music to surround an R&B song. It was wonderful to work on this project. Thank you very much, D'Angelo. We love you.
From the music world, R&B legend D'Angelo has passed. His family